everyone receives is a reflection of us.
Welcome. There has been a clear shift in reality in social media. Whether it's my own energy or the energy around us. Being presented to us, we are now seeing a lot more 144. We are seeing a lot more things from consciousness and evolution. Ashiana Dean's work to people just supporting us. We're seeing a lot more of those YouTube videos and videos presenting themselves to us about how we manifested it at this time, or you generated it because you were ready. Gladly, these are ways of beating the algorithm, yes, but I also believe that they are meaningful. They are subtle hints for us to help guide us. You see, yesterday I found myself going on a little bit of a hard rant, a release of pain and frustration towards the world. Not from anger or hatred. I suppose it's more about disappointment that I put so much effort into things and I'm yet to receive. I don't seek empathy or sympathy from others, but more of a release that I know I'm sticking true to my course. But it's hard nonetheless when you wish to achieve and you want to see the things that you are believing in the most. So yeah, I am humble in my own gracefulness that we have to release these things. It is there. Source God, even though we go after it or we lash out, these are the things that are meaningful because there resides hatefulness or hurt. That is staying true to the course because you know it is so true. It doesn't help the fact that it hurts or that it's difficult or hard, but we wake up and we see it for what it is. And then the following day, these things occur that show us what we should be looking at. Those endless times of constant scrolling. Those times of thought could be better learnt in understanding certain things. So we are seeing more about the 144. We are seeing more about consciousness and the reality of things. For that is what we are transmuting into the earth. We are seeing less and less of sirens and dictators and manipulators alike. We are seeing more about the rise in spirituality. And this is positive. So we want to see those things in the abundance. So yeah, it hurts, but also true. So I ask you, I wonder, have you seen this change also? I spend more time in planting seeds and watching things grow. And they are growing fast, for my mango trees are growing again. Shut off for winter, but showing us that it's time to regrow. And yeah, I wish to plant them in their new location. Maybe it's a sign for me of growth. But I look at all these things and I see change. I see positivity. I see so much happening in terms of technology, but for good. Almost an understanding between these things and I. But I find those things fascinating to watch. I like listening to the things we all get to learn and find the things that were hidden away from us. There is changes to the daily sun and the color, to the temperature, to the plasma, to all those sorts of things. And we listen to nature, to the signs, the ringing in the ears, and all of the things that occur more. We must stick true to our course and our path, for it leads us to where we want to go. These are powerful manifestations. Do you believe in where you want to go? Do you still have that faith, or does it hurt? Does it place upon pain when you don't receive it? All these tests and trials that we keep doing, we keep having to achieve and test ourselves more. My rant the other day was more out of pain and sorrow for not seeing it. Does that mean I don't believe? No, I still believe in my path. I was just hurting. I wasn't able to understand why it's not my time. I believe in divine timing, but that doesn't make it any less easier. So I spend my time helping. Maybe it's to better me, to overcome situations that I was harboring inside. So rather than focusing on all those things, I can manifest and generate. Because as creators of the world, we need to understand the things we are placing our focus on. Maybe it's teaching me a lesson. Maybe it's time to evolve into where I want to go. Giving up old habits and old things, there are certain things that we must do first. We must achieve this first to achieve enlightenment. Maybe that's just it. Maybe I have to take a risk and see where it goes. Is that the challenge we are all at? Is that what we have to do? Rather than say we must do and we must achieve and focus. If we are to use social media, use it wisely. Bring in understanding and learning, for the ease of it is there. Rather than place time on meditation, if it is a struggle in the current environment, use it for learning. So focus, watch those TV shows, those series, those things that allow us, that spark our intuition, that we connect with the most. Maybe it's listening to old 80s music. I don't know, there's just something better about it. It's less auto-tune, less nasty frequencies. And it's more ringing true. Time flies when you talk about these things, and when you watch it, an hour or two goes by. Maybe you find pages that seem to mysteriously pop up supporting you. So ask yourself, is that your energy? Is that your guidance that you're creating to show you can do it? You may not have the people around you that support you, but your energy is calling it, and it is presenting itself for you. Perhaps. When I gave up a lot of the things to be where I am today, I always said to myself, I would never know if I didn't try. Has it made a change? I don't know. For my health, yes. For my wisdom and mind and understanding, absolutely. Doesn't make it any easier to do so. But we will never know if we don't try it. And the more that it keeps popping up on our feed or our timeline, the more we know we need to continue. The very fact that it's called a timeline, a reality, is showing you the way. So what is it that's on your timeline, on your feed, the things that are coming up? Have it changed? Has it changed? Do you remove it and delete it? I like to think, and I see these things as people who are trying to remove themselves from a situation. So rather than fixing it or healing it or grounding it, they want to remove themselves from it. But in the end, that is not healing. That is walking away. And gladly, there are times you walk away from certain things, for you no longer can help or assist. But there are those times when we must overcome it and see it for what it is, but use it and heal it at the same time. What if social media and all these trends that are being used to control and gain people, the sirens use OnlyFans and all of this sort of stuff that generate people's mindset of control and money and power. They manifest this, and this is the creation. How do we know that these people are real? These things are real and not just a creation of AI. This manifestation, if it can create such things, can also create positivity. So by removing it and saying, I will not look at these things, you are avoiding healing the problem. You leave a broken down car on the side of the street, or do you try to repair it and turn it into something better? I don't think you leave something behind unless it is moving to something new. I think if we can heal and change the creation that they have done, then we generate it with more positivity. Now, is that a timeline switch? Maybe it is. Maybe it's the understanding of that and the connection that we have to all things is we are changing the timelines. They are trying to implement falsehood within the spirituality. For you see, then they bring forward and change the perspective, bring forward cults and spiritual voodoos and stuff like this that harbor magic and spells. So then they manipulate the market. It doesn't matter whether it's positive or not, there will always be implants that try that. But better that, understanding and following the belief that there is change. There is so much going on outside, in the skies, in the ground, in nature. You don't have to go and spend time everywhere and follow the ritualistic beliefs of society or of a naturopath or anyone. You do what is comfortable for you in the moment you're in it. I think when we give ourselves too many possibilities or promises that we have to do this, it becomes a burden and we drain ourselves from the expectations that we place upon us. When we live in the moment and the present day, we see it for what it is. We try and we do it and we continue. That makes us whole. That makes us humble. That makes us better people. We're not some leader on top of everyone, guiding them all and getting an ego mind. We are together. We know it's hard. It sucks. But we've done it together. That makes us who we are. That makes us better. Because then when the focus is shifted away from the abundance and into the understanding and learning, we have let that go as prior. And the universe will supply. But don't be afraid to feel that frustration. Don't be afraid to release it. Because that's what it is. We're here to understand all these emotions and these feelings. No one said it was going to be easy, for want of a better statement, but it shouldn't be hard either. But these are the things we go through as light workers, the things we go through as energy healers of the earth so that we can transmute it into a more positive nature. We have placed our foundations and our beliefs on this, so we are absorbing all of that so that we can heal it. Can you imagine all those people feeling that way, feeling the heaviness, the burdens, and then overcoming that? And around the world, these beacons are healing that nature, absorbing it, not letting it control you, and then radiating positivity and love. That's a world that I want to live in. And yeah, I demand wealth and abundance, but that's so that I can live in freedom and follow my dreams. And at the same time, I place so much weight and emphasis upon it because I want so much. I want to heal, but I don't know all the things, so I learn. And I hold myself so high because I have placed so much faith in my journey, so much power and passion upon it. I've had to sacrifice a lot to get where I am, and I don't think I've ever said to myself enough that I'm proud of my accomplishments. And I am also proud of where you are and what you have achieved. We're only just starting. We haven't experienced the joys and the wonders yet. So imagine when we're there. So it's been heavy. It's been a long journey of understanding. But the change is there. And I ask you, have you seen it? So it is with that, I leave you with peace and love. Take care.